Hello everybody, Tristan here with another video. So today I am not feeling well, so, sorry if I kind of sound a little groggy, but today decided to make a video about bikes and cars, about why bicyclists, cyclists do not, are dishonored and disrespected and hated by car drivers. So then we're going to go ahead and we're going to go into the concept of where does it fall? Okay, so the first concept is, the first concept is, where do you fall? Where does it fall at? What type of bikes? Cyclists. So, as you guys know, my channel is about 50-50. It's about some other things. It's about biking and that kind of stuff. But, although I say that I'm a biker, I have to say, I'm not necessarily like a complete cyclist where I have the helmet and the stuff and the helmet and the tights and the pink shirt and the road bikes. Okay, that is considered a cyclist. Then you have regular people who ride bikes, but they aren't like too serious about it. Me, I'm not like too serious. I ride my bike because it's good exercise, and it also is everything you use for when you need it. And bikes are a form of transportation. So that's why I usually see those cyclists with the form of transportation. That's what cyclists usually do. They go out for their BMX bikes and they go out and they go racing or stuff like that. Go out to their work. Okay, and so, you see them all over the road. You see them on sidewalks. You see them in the grass. You see them on the road. Okay, and, just this week, not just this week, there was somewhere where a teacher said, "Oh, well, bikes shouldn't be on the road. That they don't like bikes being on the road." Okay. So you guys have seen my past videos where I've had people cut me off and that kind of stuff. Okay. So one of the things is, the thing about why there's so many deaths and accidents is because people are not educated about bikes, okay? So, this picture I have, it's a man. This is exactly what you do not want to be doing. I see a bunch of crazy things all the time with people on bikes. Some are careless, some are inconsiderate, some are, it's like they give good cyclists a bad name, okay? So, let's go and talk about the disrespect of drivers, okay? So, I've been biking, in my city for about 9 years, I believe. 4 years, something like that. Maybe 6 years, I can't remember. And I have nearly been almost hit by a car, or I've almost been in some sort of accident multiple times with my old bike and with my current bike. Okay? So let me go and tell you this story. So this was back in 2014 or something like that. 2014, 2015. Where I was riding my bike. Well, I think it was 2014. I was on my bike and I was at a stop sign. Okay? And there was a car that was pulling up, that was behind me. And I was in the neighborhood. And what happened was they went around me and they completely cut me off, as if they were being impatient or something. It's like somebody who would make a right turn from a straight lane just to be inconsiderate. Okay, and had I had a horn, I probably would have honked the crap out of them. Okay? So, I've had stuff like that happen where I've had people pull out in front of me. I even had a woman one time in a Honda Pilot literally force me into the shoulder of a street, nearly almost hitting the curb. And I was so close when I blew my horn that the horn echoed through the tight little space. She didn't even care. Alright? That was something that did happen one time. And I've had to honk my horn at several people. Because one time there was a driver who was distracted, and they cut a corner, and they almost hit me, and I honked my horn, and I looked in my mirror, and they had slammed on their brakes, as if they thought they hit me. Okay? And then one time, there was someone who almost hit me head on, where I was riding, and they wanted to go on this person walking a dog, and they completely ignored me, and they almost hit me head on. So I had to honk my horn, and I had to swerve to avoid hitting them. So that was something that did happen once. And yeah, it was pretty horrible. Then there was another accident. No, not an accident, but something else had happened where like basic stuff, like people pulling out in front of me, almost backing into me, running me off the road, and that kind of stuff. And you guys have seen my videos where you guys have seen people try to run me off the road. And also, like, the right hook and left hooks. Okay, and I have to say, I found a solution to the right hooks. That if somebody is coming along and they're making a right turn in front of you, the best thing to do is to actually exit the bike lane and have them do that turn. Because if you don't, then they will right hook you. Okay, and so that's what happens all the time. It's almost happened to me before. And the thing is, people need to be paying attention when they're making a right turn from a bike lane. It's either that or go over into the lane to make that turn. Of course, by signaling. Another thing is, people don't give enough space. Like, as you guys see in my videos, for those who watched that video of that Audi driver who almost hit me, that was something that did happen, where an Audi almost hit me because because they did not want to wait for it to be clear before they could go around me. And so they ended up forcing me off the road. And yeah, I didn't honk because I was more important on avoiding it and trying to get back out on the road. It's traffic. So, but I have to say, I've had people pass me and that kind of stuff, and little neighborhoods and stuff. And the thing is, I've had people honk. I've had people honk their horn at me when they should be going around me, and it's happened before. And yeah, I can tell you that. And of course, there's people who don't give space, and it's just ridiculous. And so, like some people, they do some bikers, they do some pretty stupid stuff. All right, and so some people don't even wear a helmet, like what this guy's doing. This guy is on his phone, not wearing a helmet, and if he would get into an accident, he would most likely be injured. Okay, and because of that, he could have been into a really bad accident. Could have got seriously injured. Another thing is that people do not make way for bikes. Like, for example, pedestrians. When there's people out standing out in the street or wherever, they don't care that I'm there. They don't even know I'm even there. And I have, like, lights on and have music playing or something like that, or my bike is making noise. They don't care until they see me at the last second and I'm have to stop or get caught up in it, or take the shoulder, and like this one time I was biking, and I saw these kids, so I had to turn around, and I had to, delay these other two girls that were on a bike, because I was getting around them, and I realized it, so then I was able to get myself out of there. So, I have to say, there's a lot of stupid people out there who don't pay attention for bikes. And that's just kind of where it comes from. Another thing is, people would be on the opposite bike lane. Like when I'm riding over in the estates, I see people who are in the actual bike lane, who are walking in the bike lane. Okay, and the bike lane is for people who are supposed to be on bikes. And so that causes me to have to put my turn signal on and watch out for cars. And there's sometimes I've literally had to come to a complete stop because I don't have enough distance to be able to keep on going. Like, for example, this woman who got up on the street and I honked at her. But yeah, then there's also people who actually ride in the wrong side of the bike lane. And, because this actually happened to me not too long ago. I saw this Asian dude, he was on his bike coming towards me on the wrong side of the road. And I had to literally get over, because he was coming towards me at a fast rate of speed. So I had to get over before he hit me. And then he nods at me. I'm like, really, dude? I'm like, you can't go with the flow of traffic? And I see it all the time where you got little kids on the bike lane as well, and they're being stupid, and I've literally had to stop. I swear. It's crazy, man. Then, of course, I've seen people who do a bunch of pretty crazy stuff, and, if you guys just look at the past videos, you guys know. But, yeah. Crazy. Then there's people who just cut you right off. And thankfully I made it out, but still, it's just crazy. And I've had to honk horns at people and honk and, but yeah. That's the kind of disrespect you get. So, always remember to be safe out there, everybody.